Welcome everyone to the All F and Wrestling Show. JFB, what's on? Oh, I guess we can't see him. JFB, you there? Well, today we got questions, and often with such questions, we have answers. Today we're going to provide those answers, those questions. I guess there's only one thing left to do, EVP Joe.
Yeah, Canada Dry. Hit that music.
I got my mic turned on and I'm ready to go. It's time for the All Effin' Wrestling Show.
Welcome everyone to the All F and Wrestling Show. We got some technical difficulties with JB, but that's okay. He'll get things figured out, and we'll get the show on the road. So we got some we got some news.
We got questions. Hey, he's back.
Well, he's kind of blurry. JB, can you hear us? Not quite yet.
Right.
So, anyways, we'll just keep talking. I'll introduce myself. I am the patron saint of professional wrestling. I am that gingered up, bubbly son of a bitch. I'm Cat F and Dry, and I'm excited for today's show. EVP, why don't you introduce yourself?
And we all know it's me. It's me. It's the EVP here on a beautiful Sunday afternoon. Got football on the television, and I'm here ready to talk wrestling with some good friends.
Now, your team's playing today?
They're playing right now.
Did they win last week?
No, they did not. They lost to the Bills 41-40 on a last-second field goal.
Oh, that's heartbreaking. Don't you hate those?
Well, what's worse is they were up by 15 with 7 minutes to go. Like, it was like the ultimate choke job.
It's tough because when your team is winning and they lose, that it's just like, rip my heart out. What?
The worst part is before this game started, I figured we were going to lose because it was in Buffalo. Buffalo is a very good team. And then as the game was going on, Baltimore is absolutely dominating the game. So I got my hopes up, and then they got dashed at the last second.
One of the we got some comments on the show. Let's
Don't put that comment up. Don't advertise him.
I will not be advertised. Some guy who's just some bullshit. JFB, you back?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, there you go.
Why don't you introduce yourself, sir?
I'm the Prime Minister of Sinister, the practitioner of the dark custodial arts. I am the almighty JFB. James from Boston. I'm wearing, I don't know if you guys can see, but I got a special pair of glasses on.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Is there an occasion?
As he breaks them.
An occasion.
Now, what's the deal with these glasses?
It's Darth Vader.
Oh, okay.
They're like, so the name of the company is called Peer, and they were on Shark Tank, and it uses magnets. So I have my regular glasses, and it uses these like magnets, and it just pops right on your glasses.
So that's where you have to have your prescription, right?
Yeah. It's you can go through it.
Yeah. They're just outlines of your frames. That's
just
do you have more than one set, or do you just have the Darth Vader one?
I do. I have Darth Vader. Hold on. Let me grab another one.
He's got a couple sets here.
I got a couple sets. I have another one getting ready to come in. It's the Boston Bruins. And then I have Superman.
Nice.
Yeah.
Superman are the most visible.
Yeah. Darth Vader you have to really get like in your face to see it. So, but yeah, it's a great company. If you need prescription glasses, they work with insurance, and I got mine in like 2 days. It was like, I have progressives, so mine were a little bit more expensive, but for the most part. That's it right there.
We got Noob here.
Noob! I'm doing good, Noob. How you doing, brother?
And we got our friend the Kimster.
Ah, I
What's up,
love
Kim?
her. She is so awesome.
Hey, Canada Dry got Kimmy to watch AEW for the first time last night.
Really?
Yeah.
What did she
Yes.
think?
I don't know.
She was excited to see Dean Ambrose. So,
Okay.
but we're
Well,
trying to get her to join the AFW league.
Yeah.
So we're
Kim.
trying to get her and Tiff to be a tag team, which would be really cool.
Kim and Tiff. That would be the Bodacious Babes. Yeah. I like that. All right. Well, I think it's time that we want to make an announcement in terms of like the silhouette question mark?
Yeah, well, we're not going to tell who it is.
No.
We're not
But
going to reveal who it is.
no, we're not. But
Should
we
we give
happen
some
to
hints?
have.
So you're
I can
looking at
give you
this.
one
You're
hint.
looking at this on your screen. You're like, "What does this mean?"
Yeah.
Put it up again.
Put it up again.
It could be
There you go.
anyone.
It could be anyone. We have someone possibly coming on the show.
Not possibly.
Here's
Not
Yeah.
possibly.
Oh, it definitely is?
They are definitely coming on the show.
It's books! Woohoo! All
They're definitely
right.
coming on the
It
show.
is books.
But here's the hint. I will tell you this.
Yes.
Just to clear the ranks, because I know that Noob thinks he knows who it is.
New
It is
piece
not
of-
Natalia Markova, because
It is
she's
not.
already signed up for the show.
She's been on the show before. That's not a big
She's already coming on with the NWA World Championship. So this is
Oh, wait. She's coming on with the women's championship belt?
oh yeah.
Did she win it?
We are not saying that.
Oh, so when she wins the title,
when she wins the World Championship.
Yeah. She will be on the show with said belt.
Can we give a hint, just a little teaser to who this person may be? Something a little vague to
Okay.
drum up some interest?
This person has won world championships in different companies.
In multiple companies.
Multiple companies.
Can we give another hint possibly on a
If you can come up with a vague hint here, JFB, I got nothing. So if you come
I'm
up with
thinking of the cup.
what's the hint?
The cup.
That is a very good hint.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's a cup involved.
Yeah. This person participated in the Kill City Cup. That's all I'm going to say.
That
That's a shitload of people. I mean, that's a buttload of people. There's a lot of people in Kill City Cup.
Yeah, that's true.
All right. I think it's time for us to get down to the nitty and the gritty before we get to our beautiful, wonderful main event. I have to do the news. So here we go. If I can find it. Yeah, there we go. The news. All right, I want to knock out a couple of really quick ones, and then we'll get into kind of the in-depth, nitty-gritty ones. Stephanie Vercour, she is not injured. She's actually taking English classes, which is a huge thing because the one problem that American wrestling fans have is they don't tend to attach themselves to foreign wrestlers. Now, when I say that, I mean casual fans, not hardcore fans or even moderate fans. Most of you casual fans, they're not going to attach if they can't understand what's coming out of that participant's mouth. So she's taking English classes. She's going to be able to start cutting some major promos. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it. We know what the main event is for WrestlePalooza. Anybody want to take a hint? A guess?
It is John Cena versus Brock Lesnar. I know the Kimster loves the Brock Lesnar.
Yep, it is Brock and Cena is your main event at WrestlePalooza. Now, the question will be, will AEW end its pay-per-view just before the main event? I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Are we up for 8
I
hours?
like
of pay-per-views?
I don't like see them like extending this like a huge amount.
Yeah. I can't see them doing it. You look at the card now. Like, let's look at the card.
I think it's 9 matches that's announced so far.
I think you're right.
I mean, good lord, Dynamite this week is 3 hours and it has 8 matches announced.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're looking at 11 total right now. We're looking at least 1 0 hour and then 10 matches going for it. So
And that 0 hour match is a big women's match.
yeah, it's a huge women's match. Obviously, Eddie Kingston, Big Bill was added. We will have a 4-way ladder match for the AEW World Tag Team Championship. So we got a lot going on. We'll talk about
But
this.
we got a big prediction show next Sunday
Yeah, we
because
do.
we got WrestlePalooza and All Out to predict.
Tip of the hat to you. All
We're
right.
the all effing wrestling show, not the
Well, no.
WWE. Not
No,
the
because it's on Saturday, not Sunday. The
What's
pay-per-views are Saturday, not Sunday.
Is it Saturday?
Yeah, the 20th is a Saturday.
Oh, I thought it was on Sunday.
Nope. No, because AEW isn't doing Sunday pay-per-views right now because they don't want to go up against the NFL.
Well, we're still doing it on Saturday.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure we had our day straight. That's all.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, WWE is currently building a new performance center. And Shawn Michaels is in the news. He is having double knee surgery.
Ooh,
Let me get this out of the way. He's having both knees surgically repaired at the same time.
that's
Now, I can tell you from my right knee has had an ACL repair. My left knee has had a PCL and meniscus. Not done at the same time. It is hellish to just operate as a human being with one leg.
yeah, he's gonna have no legs.
You're going to have no legs. Triple H is going to be pushing him in a wheelchair. That's all I'm saying. All right, let's get to some of the bigger news. Triple H and the WWE.
As always, look at the cat.
Yeah, what's up?
Free catch. I worship you.
Man.
Triple H, WWE, TKO, Endeavor have announced that in 2027, WrestleMania will be coming from Saudi Arabia.
Boo.
Right. They are going to Saudi Arabia for WrestleMania. It will be a 2-night event. I will kind of get more in depth into this because it posed in one of our questions. But what do we? I mean, you had Australia, you had London, you had Perth, and you had Sydney. Also, were expressing that they wanted Wrestle. What do you guys think about WrestleMania not being in the United States or in North America? Mexico, Canada, or the USA?
Joe,
Okay.
go ahead.
I'll
Tell
go
your
with-
thoughts.
So, I don't mind that it's outside of North America because once you go overseas, it just becomes a midday pay-per-view for me. Cool, I like that. And this will be my stance until the day this arrangement stops. I will never watch a show that is in Saudi Arabia. I will not listen to Michael Cole sit there and peddle how progressive and how great Saudi Arabia is when that is so far from the truth.
Yep.
Just
Completely.
I like the. It's a business decision because it's money, and like I don't agree with it, but it's a business decision. Um, Everyone's in the comments during this announcement saying you sold out. Let's be honest here. They sold out a long time ago because business is about money, and you're available to the highest bidder. That's all it is.
I mean, you can say that, but you should also have some morals. I personally think.
Money should never be the sole purpose and reason for you existing, both as a human
No,
being.
but when you have shareholders, that's what it becomes.
I get it. I understand. I'm a shareholder of WWE, and the more money they make, the better my stock does. But I'm also aware of Saudi Arabia's horrible civil rights and their horrible human rights atrocities
So we got Royal Rumble
in Saudi Arabia.
In
Saudi
4 months.
Arabia too this year.
Yeah,
No, not this year. Next year.
next
I
year.
thought 2026.
Yeah,
We're in
2026.
2025 right now.
Yeah, I know, but this coming Rumble.
Yeah, this coming up.
Yeah,
that's what I mean.
Yeah.
So you have these women that are going to have to cover up in the hot desert for the whole Rumble.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Wardlow's in the news. Guess what? He's injured.
Sucks.
Pectoral tear.
They say that it might have been when he did the move on Nana.
Yeah.
He did like 2 moves on Nana. How's he injured already?
I mean, sometimes you're built out of brick, sometimes you're built out of glass. Wardlow, he's glass.
Like you think that like maybe you're working out too hard or something like the actual like working out could affect your wrestling.
I don't know. I really don't know what it is. But shit.
Yeah.
Wardlow's turning into Kevin Nash. Big sexy here.
I believe that alone deserves.
Knowledge is power.
That's Kevin Nash's voice. That's why we're doing
Yeah, that's Kevin Nash's voice. Let's talk about. By the way, I want to introduce a new segment. It's called the JFB Says Suck It. 4 months. The JFB has put Dominic Mysterio in the power rankings week after week after week. Well, guess who's your new AAA mega champion? That guy. We are in the mullet era of WWE. Congratulations to Dominic Mysterio. He is your AAA
Dirty Dom.
mega champ.
Dirty Dom is on fire right now.
He is.
You know,
And I wasn't sold on Dirty Dom at first
No, you weren't.
because he was getting hand fed these things with his father.
Yeah.
So like anyone can be a heel with their dad, like hand serving them these things with your dad.
Every day I'm with my dad, I'm a heel.
Anyways, I think that Dirty Dom is killing it right now, and I'm kind of curious to see where this goes with the Judgment Day.
I will say, I expect Dom to hold this title for a very long time because I guarantee you they want to write Kenny Omega out of the history books as the longest AAA champion.
Yep. Which is fine.
Do you
All right, let's get to
see them redesigning some of these belts down there?
I hope not. They need to a different look. They don't need to Americanize AAA.
No.
I see it happening. The more WWE gets their hands, like, because they're only owned like 51%. So
no,
if
I think they own 50 something. I think they own.
But the more percentage they own, the more they'll change it.
Oh yeah. Absolutely, 100%. All right, let's talk about Andrade. Andrade's in the news because for some reason Andrade is no longer in WWE. Andrade was released. He was moved to the alumni section and then was taken out of the alumni section.
They're like, fuck it, let's just take him out
Yeah.
altogether.
So apparently nobody really knows the true reason why. We're gonna go with Dave Meltzer. Dave Meltzer and a couple other places have said that it was disciplinary reasons why he was let go. I'm wondering what he did. I'm wondering if he assaulted someone or he SA'd someone.
It may just be as simple as not showing up for work, not being like how it's used. So just being.
I think it's probably something similar to what he was doing in AEW. We got in a fight with Sammy Guevara. I think he's got a bad attitude and he's a troublemaker.
He is. He is. All right. Let's go to the really big one. The internet wrestling community is abuzz because Warner Brothers. So let's set this up. Paramount and Sky. Paramount was bought by Skydance. They're now known as Paramount Skydance. A rumor came out that Paramount was going to make a bid for Warner Brothers. Now, without any provocation, the head of Warner Brothers, the CEO, came out and said that he encourages Netflix, Apple, and Amazon to put in a bid because they feel that Paramount's going to lowball them. And then proceeded to tell the biggest, fattest fucking lie I've ever heard in my entire life when he said Warner Brothers is not in debt. Warner Brothers has $34.5 billion in debt on their books. How do I know? Because I know how to read a quarterly report, people. The other thing to keep in mind is everybody's freaking out because if Warner Brothers gets sold to either Paramount or Apple, whoever the hell else they get sold to, that they're going to do something to AEW. Now, I want to preface this by saying that number one, AEW has a contract with Warner Brothers at this time. And that contract is until 2027. That's when their media rights comes up again. In that process of being in 2027 with a contract with Warner Brothers, if Warner Brothers was to sell, Paramount will most likely pick up that contract for at least 3 to 6 months because that's how long it normally takes for a buyout to completely go through. And sometimes it can stretch out to years. But at that point, whoever buys Warner Brothers has to make the decision whether or not they want to keep AEW. Now, is there a possibility that Paramount or Apple, whoever, just eliminates that contract? Absolutely, because there is verbiage and wordage in those contracts that allows Warner Brothers or anybody else that holds that contract to get out of it with no reason whatsoever. It's all based off of due diligence. So, what do you guys think about Warner Brothers?
If I had to pick a buyer based on AEW's success,
Mm-hmm.
I'd love to see Amazon pick it up. Amazon is this ginormous company,
It is.
and they're just a snowball, like getting bigger and bigger. And they already seem to have a somewhat relationship with AEW as well. So, like, we could get if thinking positively, the glass is half full.
Yeah.
Is we could potentially get AEW pay per views on Amazon Prime.
That is true. That's true.
I mean, you already can. At least here in the States.
No, but I mean, like, if they're owning this stuff, this could change the dynamics of everything.
Yeah, I think that would be my preferred destination as well. Because if Skydance Paramount does buy WB, I don't see them keeping it because they're partners with UFC already. So I don't think there's absolutely zero chance TKO would let AEW stay there.
But I think they would keep if Paramount was able to buy it. I think they would keep HBO as a separate entity and have two different streaming services.
Yeah, but they won't keep WWE because they have a non-compete clause.
I mean, here's the. I'm not worried about that because didn't they just recently split, and isn't it like TV is one wing and HBO Max is something else. So
Yeah.
HBO Max wouldn't be affected by this deal. It's literally just the TBS and TNT that would be affected, right?
It's all of it. It's the entire kit and caboodle.
Then what's the point in they go through and separating like they did like 2 months ago?
Well, they did it to restructure debt. That's the reason why they did it. The studio can take on more debt because the studio got I want to get this number correctly. So the studio itself got a $17.5 billion loan, bridge loan from JP Morgan Chase or JP Morgan.
It's JP Morgan Chase. There. So it's one bank now.
Yeah. So I'm going to give you my thoughts on this. Amazon wouldn't be the right fit, and here's the reason why. They already own MGM, and the likelihood is if they're trying to combine multiple studios, the government is going to get in the way, and it's going to be an antitrust suit. I don't see Paramount getting into it either, just because they also have an incredible large amount of debt on their books. Well over $50 billion of debt because of the Skydance purchase. So I think, in all honesty, your dark horse is Apple. So Apple at one time was getting ready to buy Anthropic, which does the Claude AI to put on their phones. Unfortunately, the deal fell through. Apple has billions of dollars in cash, and they need to make a purchase because it's not going to look good for stockholders when you have a company holding on to that much cash. It's not a good thing. So I think, in all honesty, I think Apple is the one.
And like the content you could put on Apple TV as well.
Exactly. Because, I mean, Apple TV Plus as a whole is great. Friday Night Baseball, some amazing shows, great movies. By the way, if you ever get a chance, watch the Formula One movie. It is absolutely an amazing movie, but the sound design is incredible. But I digress. I think it's going to be Apple. They got a shitload of cash. They need to burn it. They need to have something that they can attach and help sell their products because it's going to be a loss leader.
I don't own one Apple anything, and I don't want to have to go buy Apple stuff to watch wrestling.
You won't have to. Apple TV's app is available on everything. Roku and whatever. It's Google's Box and Amazon's. It's all on there. You don't have to. You just have to sign up and pay the monthly fee if Warner Brothers buys them. But that's what I feel like. I feel like Apple is going to be the one. So I think it's time for us to get to, I don't know, what's this thing? It's called a main event. I guess we could get into it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening.
Well, hey guys, in case you're wondering what's with this border and all this other jazz, the Darth Vader glasses, we have a new sponsor. The main event is brought to you by SW Sabers. Now, I'm a nerd just like each and every one of you guys.
SW Network's part of Saber.
Saber. So, to kind of give you an introduction of what they're all about, here's a little video. all you need to do is go down to the link down below and go ahead and buy yourself one. They have an amazing deal going on right now. If you buy, it's an anniversary deal. If you buy one lightsaber, you get 2 for free. One lightsaber, 2 for free.
Now these lightsabers are almost indestructible.
Yeah. Well, let's preface this by saying this. They have 2 types of lightsabers. They have a cosplay lightsaber and they have a combat lightsaber. Now, the cosplay one will break. I emailed them and they sent me confirmation that, in fact, if you get the cosplay one, which does light up and it's super bright, it will break.
It's
The
cheaper.
combat ones are designed for combat to be struck against stuff. Those will not break. Those are unbreakable.
Like you can run out. Like I saw a video. The guy's throwing it out the window. He's running it over with his car.
Yeah. That's it right there, the Durblade.
Yeah.
And the cool part is that they got all your favorite characters. They got Yoda's lightsaber, Vader's lightsaber, Luke's light. They got amazing lightsabers.
Do they have the double-ended lightsaber?
They do. Darth Maul's, and they have Kylo Ren's as well. So, and Kylo Ren's is really cool because I don't know how they do it, but for some reason, it looks like it's a flame. Like, it's cool as hell.
It's got Mace Windu's, the purple one, right?
They do, yes. So, go to SW Sabers, click the link down below, and get yourself a lightsaber. Help out the podcast while you're doing it. All that other fun stuff. So, with that being said, it's time for a little giving you some A for some of your Q's.
They broke Before we get started,
Yeah.
You guys in the comment section, if you have questions, feel free to ask us.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ask
Yeah,
us
and it
any-
doesn't have to be wrestling. It could be personal questions.
Yeah. It could be
You
anything.
can find out what brand of toilet paper JFB uses.
Yeah.
You can find out what color underwear EVP Joe was wearing right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
He'll answer. Like I'm scared to ask it, but you can ask.
So, all right, let me get to the first question at hand. With Lesnar being back, obviously he's in a program right now currently with John Cena. But if you had to make a money match, that's not John Cena. Who do you think would be the money match for Brock Lesnar? Ken and Jai, you go first.
So I was answering the question. What can you say that again quickly?
Yeah. So the question is, with Brock Lesnar now back, besides John Cena, what would be his big money match?
Seth Rollins.
Okay.
Like they did the Cody thing.
Yeah.
Like to kind of take some heat off of him. You got to turn him face eventually.
Yeah. Yeah.
So like if he had a match with Seth Rollins, kind of if he was able to get the fans behind him, like I think that could be some money.
Okay. What do you think, Joe?
I'm going to go with the NXT champion, Oba Femi.
Oh,
I think that would be interesting. It would give Brock someone a little bit of a different body to work with, and you can elevate someone at the same time.
Yeah.
I like what Kimmy said. The Kimster.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Braun Breaker and Brock Lesnar, like the names even like that's money.
Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and say Gunther. I think that would be a killer match. I mean, you're talking about 2 guys that are legitimate shoot wrestlers going toe-to-toe against each other. Holy shitballs. Who wouldn't want to see that?
But where the hell did Gunther go? He's gone.
Yeah, he does what normal champs do. Take a couple months off, you can come back.
He's licking his wounds after losing the title.
Yeah, I'm sure he is, or he's spending time with his gorgeous wife.
You know what would be really interesting that they would do?
What's that?
It'll never happen. Have Brock beat Trick for the TNA title.
Oh, that would be kind of interesting.
What's Brock Lesnar doing in the Impact Zone?
All right, I got another question. Here we go. Who had the worst heel run? John Cena in 2025 or Stone Cold Steve Austin in 2001?
Ooh. Oh.
That's a good one. Candace Right, you go first.
I'm gonna go recency bias here and say John Cena because it's the end of the guy's career.
Yeah.
Like you're closing out your career and you turn heel only to turn face. Like,
Yeah.
do you know who else I compare it to? Is
Who?
Sting's first heel run in WCW. It lasted like
A day.
yeah,
Not even 24
him
hours.
and Luger were heels, and then it's just like no.
Yeah.
We don't acknowledge that. That never happened.
That's in an alternate reality of Earth 41B627. That's where
Well, in that heel run for Sting, they hit Bret Hart with a bat, and Bret Hart had to tap to the Scorpion Deathlock.
Yep. I don't recall that at all. Joe, who are you going with?
I think it's Cena, but I'm gonna make an argument for Austin because Austin even came out and said it was the biggest mistake of his career turning heel at that time. He was white hot as a babyface. Everyone loved him.
Yep.
And it was really for no reason at all. Similar to the Cena thing.
Yep.
And honestly, it kind of put a nail in the coffin of the great era of wrestling that was WWE. That was kind of the beginning of the end of it.
Yeah. I'm going to go with Cena. Don't get me wrong. Stone Cold's heel turn was atrocious. But Cena's was just a tad more worse. Like, it was just, yeah. Ugh, I didn't like it at all. All right, let's get to our next question.
Hold on, real quick. Can you put up Poise Stardom's fan, that bottom comment? Sting didn't rip off Brett. Sting was doing it, and Conan showed it to Brett, and Brett did it differently.
And also Bret Hart is a big fan of Sting. Like they are good friends.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. All right, I'm going to ask you to do a Mount Rushmore. I want you to do a Mount Rushmore of WWE's finishers.
Oh. Mount Rushmore of WWE finishers.
Yep. Kendra, you go first.
I guess I go with Cody Rhodes. Like right now, not in the past.
Well, all time.
Oh, okay, screw that then. Get off my Mount Rushmore, Cody Rhodes. I'm gonna go with the Stone Cold Stunner.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with the Sharpshooter.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with the Tombstone Pile Driver from The Undertaker.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go the RKO out of nowhere.
Okay. I like it. Joe.
And this is just WWE or wrestling in general?
Just WWE.
Okay. Jeez, I can't think. But, I mean, number one has to be the Stunner. It's simply the easiest, most effective finisher we've
Also
probably
known as the Chartbuster, done by Disco Inferno.
or the Ace Crusher or all those other good ones. Next up, obviously, Sweet Chin Music by HBK. let's see, number 3. I'm going to take an Undertaker finisher, but I'm going with the Last Ride, that elevated power
Oh, come on.
bomb.
That's nowhere near as good as
I'm trying to be a little
Tombstone.
different than you. I'm not
Oh,
trying to
okay.
try to do the same fourth
Yeah,
one.
get off his back, Canada Dry.
And then the
Screw
fourth
you,
one,
Joe.
fourth one, I'm going to go with the Frog Splash. I love it. It's a great.
We're
Whether
talking
it's
Eddie?
Eddie Guerrero or RVD, they're both phenomenal. Even Montez Ford today, that man gets so much air.
What about Dominic Mysterio, you bastard? I mean, do I have to
overrated Joe? Like, what the heck?
Well,
do I have to remind you he is your AAA mega champion
And the Intercontinental Champion.
and the
Double.
Intercontinental
Double
champion?
belts, Dirty Dom.
Yeah, I don't see Rey Mysterio carrying around multiple belts.
he did though.
I mean, he
What
did.
have you done for me lately, Papa Ray?
Exactly.
put his son over.
JP, who's on your
So I'm gonna go with the sharpshooter. I'm gonna go with the Stone Cold Stunner, not any other name, just Stone Cold Stunner. I'm gonna do Kevin Owens pop-up power bomb because that thing is
interesting.
nasty as hell.
That's a good
But
one.
is it a finisher?
It is. It was his
At a
finisher
point, it
for
was
years.
yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it was his finisher even before he got to WWE.
But it's the Stone Cold Stunner now, isn't it?
It is now, yeah. And my last one was the Razor's Edge.
Oh, that's a good one.
Such a great one. Just having him hoisted over and you just talk. Oh, whoo! I'm getting Razor Ramon shivers all over the place. All right.
Ale.
Hey, yo. All right.
Sword break time.
So let's go back to Brock. Brock in 2002 was called the next big thing. Who's the next big thing right now? Any promotion whatsoever. Canada Dry, you go first.
The next, you hit us with these like gigantic questions, and we're just supposed to like. Maybe we should get a script so we can get some answers filled in here. The next big thing to me, in all of wrestling, I'm gonna say Nick Wayne. I think Nick Wayne is a future world champion in AEW.
That's a great fucking answer. That's a great answer.
I love Nick Wayne.
I do too. EVP Joe, who are you going with?
Braun Breaker.
Okay. That's good.
Is he already a made man though?
No.
Not yet. He will
That's
be.
what you get a belt.
He's on the fringe, right? Almost there.
I think WWE is going to screw it up though.
Oh, of course they are.
Do you think that there's going to be like Braun Breaker's going to turn face and turn on?
He should be the next.
The other way around.
He should be the next Batista. He should be who turns. Like Batista turned on Triple H. He should turn on Seth.
Yeah,
that should go.
Like Seth starts treating him like crap, and he's had enough.
I could see him winning the Rumble, but honestly, probably not this year. It's probably a year out because they're obviously dead set on Seth and Punk at Mania.
Yeah.
Tiffany thinks that Obafemi is the next big thing.
Maybe in about 2 years. He's still in NXT. You can't be the next big thing.
Not the next big thing. He's the next big thing.
Yeah.
Who do you think it is?
I'm stealing yours. I'm going with Nick Wayne. That kid's freaking phenomenal.
Put a little bit of more muscle on him.
Yeah. What about another 10 pounds of muscle on him? But what that kid can do in a ring is, I mean, it's undescribable how amazing he is in the ring. He may not have shown it so far in AEW. You've seen glimpses of it, but watch his Defy stuff. Holy cow.
And for women, Billy Starks.
Yep. Billy, it's Billy.
Billy Starks, yeah, absolutely.
Like
she has like 1,000 matches under her belt, and she's like 20 years old.
Yeah.
But at least these people that start young, like Nick Wayne and Billy Starks, they have an advantage, like because they're miles ahead of everyone else.
Yeah.
Well, not just that. They also have the advantage of they've been to so many different companies. It's not like they just came up through one feeder system, let's say WWE or AEW. They've
Yep.
learned all the different things that there is. They're not singular minded.
Yeah. All right. Next
Yeah,
question.
Kimmy doesn't know her, um, but didn't she start? How old was she when she started?
She was
14.
like 14 when she started.
Yeah.
Kimmy, go watch some ROH stuff.
Yeah.
Tony Khan ROH, not the old ROH. She wasn't there, but
Yeah.
just go watch her stuff with Athena. You'll be who Ember Moon for those.
And I want to see Billy Starks be the one to take the belt off of Athena.
I don't think it's going to happen. I think they're going to keep them together for a while.
Honestly, they should, and they should just rerun what they did in ROH
On the main roster.
on AEW TV. Not many people watched ROH because it was behind a paywall on the internet.
And you can even say they patched up their differences before.
Yep.
And just started all over again.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to the next question. What was more important to the Attitude Era? The Montreal Screwjob or Austin 316? The Austin 316 promo is what I mean. Ken and Dry, you go first.
I'm gonna go neither.
Okay.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. The program that Bret Hart had with Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Okay.
Like he made Stone Cold Steve Austin into a star.
Yeah.
He took him and made him a star. And that's what set off the Attitude Era.
Yeah.
So your answer should be the 316 promo because I don't think we get Austin and Brett without that 316 promo personally.
No, because they had already been doing this stuff before the 316. Like Bret, he was talking to Pillman. I want Bret Hart.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I'm gonna go with the screw job because that's literally what birthed the Mr. McMahon character.
Yeah.
And that was the crux, basically, of the Attitude Era in WWE. But I mean, I'm with Kendra. I don't think there's one specific thing. I think it was an amalgamation of the right things happening at the right time for the company.
Do you know what else it was? It was the NWO.
Yeah.
Lighting a fire under WWE.
Yeah.
We got to come up with something, damn it.
I'm going to go with Stone Cold 316. The only reason why I don't go with the screw job is just because I think the screw job was the final nail in the coffin to WCW going down. I think that was the first nail in the coffin to them eventually going down. I mean, there's a lot of reasons why WCW went out of business, but
we've had that discussion.
Yeah, but 316 to me, like that was the catalyst because you listen and watch that promo, and I don't know about you guys, but for me, I took a deep breath and the first words out of my mouth to my friend Jim Dormady was, "Things are about to change," and it did, and I think that was an important I think that was
the other thing was the double turn at WrestleMania.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
And to think, without the curtain call, there's no Austin 316 promo.
Yeah. Oh, let's go to another question. Greatest wrestler to never hold a belt in their biggest promotion.
Ooh.
Ken and Dry, you go first.
For me, without a doubt, it's Owen Hart. Oh no, we're talking about any belt.
No, World Championship.
Okay,
Top
yeah,
belt
Owen
and the
Hart,
top promotion they were in.
for sure. Owen Hart, like
Okay. All right.
to me, this guy, like, he got screwed out of the world title from backstage politics from HBK, and it's a shame because had he got that push like he deserved, maybe he didn't die
Yeah.
because he's not doing stunts. He's at the top of the card.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been on record before. I'm a HBK guy. I absolutely think Owen should have won the world title from HBK, even if it was only for a month or two.
Yeah.
After the screw job and after everyone but Owen left and Owen remained loyal to Vince,
Yeah.
he should have won the title.
Yep.
He should. That night that he came in and confronted Shawn, he said, "I'm only here to take the title from you." And they should have just went with it. It would have been great TV, great storytelling.
Yeah, they can like screw over Owen later and get the belt back.
Yeah, because they're the heels. They're the bad guys. That's what they're supposed to do.
Yep. What about you, Joe?
Oh, I'm going with Scott Hall. And I'm talking about Scott Hall in WCW. It's a damn shame that man never won the WCW World title because everyone else and their mother won the WCW World title.
Yep.
I can't say WWE because Razor Ramon wasn't over to the level of being a World
I think he could have been.
He could have been, but in WCW, when that man first walked in and cut that infamous promo, says, "You know who I am, but you don't know why I'm here," and goes on to form the NWO, he could have easily been the top guy in that promotion. He had the charisma, the look, he could wrestle. He was the best wrestler of the three.
I think they wanted to put the world title on him, but I think Scott was his own worst enemy at that point.
Bingo.
Probably, but it still
But
sucks.
I would have preferred to see Scott Hall have the world title in WWE, have a nice 6-month run.
Yeah. I'm going to go with Roddy Piper. Roddy Piper never won.
Another man that should have been WCW World Champion.
Yep. Both WCW and WWE, he did not win a single world championship. And that is criminal. Criminal. I tell you.
When would you put the? I'll have my own answer, but when would you put the title on Roddy Piper in WWE?
Probably during Hogan's second reign.
So I think. Oh, after Andre,
Yeah.
I think it would have been cool. WrestleMania 1.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's too soon. Between WrestleMania 1 and WrestleMania 2, instead of King Kong Bundy, he wins the title back from Roddy.
Oh, okay. I like that. That's not a bad idea. We got a question from the audience. It's from Tiffany. Tiff says, "Who is a new favorite wrestler of yours?" Hers is Hayes Jameson from LFG. She gives me old school indie women vibes. Who are your who's a up and coming person you need your new favorite wrestler?
My new favorite women in AEW is Harley Cameron.
Yeah.
Like, I adore Harley Cameron. I was reading in the comments that she was at these conventions and she was just so like happy and thankful to all the fans. And they're saying just to watch her with the kids.
Yeah.
Just having fun with the kids.
Yeah.
Like, that's refreshing.
Yeah.
Like, she's all around like the best.
Yeah. What about you, Joe?
Mine, and she's not necessarily new, but I've really grown to like her, is Queen Aminata. She has improved so much in the ring. Like, she just fits in well with all the other women. Like, she came out on Saturday with spatulas running around like a mad woman.
Who we talking about?
Huh?
Who we talking about?
Queen Aminata.
Okay.
So yeah.
Yeah. Who did now? Kimmy was upset about the spatula bit. Who did she whack on the ass with the spatula?
Sky Blue, maybe? I don't remember.
Yeah, I think it was Sky Blue.
So
Which makes sense because those two are best of friends and they put some not safe for work pictures up on the internet together sometimes.
So Tiffany, Shane has a question. It's for Tiff.
Yeah.
Can you spare some change?
I mean, only she can answer that.
And he says I'm a little short.
Oh. um.
If you know you guys are watching, Tiffany Lynn is a bit short in stature, but big in spirit.
Yep. There we go. I'm gonna go with Sol Ruka. I really like her. Like, she's the only reason why I occasionally tune into NXT. Yeah, I mean, I love Sol
Sol
Ruka.
Ruka is a member of the AFW community.
Really,
She posts occasionally.
I did not
Unless
know.
it's someone else, but she's got like 25K followers.
Holy cow! Okay, welcome to the community, Sol Ruka. But I really like her. She is freaking amazing. She's got a lot of upstart. We got one from Kimmy. Kimmy wants to know, who are your goats?
How many are we saying? One or two?
Let's do two.
Okay. It's easy for me. I'll go first. I already have my two. You all know this answer. It's Shawn Michaels and Sting.
Mm-hmm.
Those are my two goats.
Yep. What about you, Canada Dry?
My goats, everyone knows I'm a big Bret Hart guy. He's my goat, and I I'm really I'm a big Swerve fan too, so he's my second goat.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with Piper. That is my all-time favorite wrestler ever in the history, and Ric Flair. I mean,
Okay, how about this? How about this? Instead of saying your second favorite,
yeah.
put someone who's wrestling now as your goat.
Okay. So we'll go with Piper. And currently, right now, it's Gunther. I love the old school aspect of Gunther. I love the fact that this guy is not flashy. He just gets in the ring, he wrestles, he leaves, and he cuts really good promos. So,
And Joe, who's your goat who's wrestling now?
Oof. Gosh. Probably Will Ospreay.
I knew it. Read you like a book.
I like him. Like I think I like him because he's not your typical like promo guy. Like he's on the spectrum and he admits it, but it shows in his promos and like he embraces it. It makes him stand out.
yeah, absolutely. All right, we got time for one more? Yeah, we do. All right. Let's
Take her and
see.
Rhea.
Huh?
Kimster says, take her and Rhea.
Here's an interesting question. Was the Super Cena era detrimental or helpful to WWE coming out of the Attitude Era? I mean, you had Super Cena. That guy was winning just about freaking everything all the time. So, Canada Dry, detrimental or helpful?
Originally, it was helpful, but it got to the point where it became detrimental because you got to make a star, but it turned everyone against him eventually. So
Yeah. Yeah.
So
What
it's
about
a
you,
bit of
Joe?
both.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's detrimental. And you just look at the ratings from the Attitude Era after that ended to when they decided to put Cena on top and dominate. Like ratings fell off a cliff.
Yeah.
So you can't say it was good for business when you lose half of your viewership. It's not a good thing.
Yeah.
What's interesting is because Batista and Cena were like this, like
Yeah.
they're equal.
Yeah.
And I think Batista just got a little too old and wanted to do the Hollywood thing, or I think you would have had them staying like that.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to say it's detrimental as well. I mean, the problem you run into with professional wrestling and it being very cyclical is you had Hogan in the golden era. You had Brett, you had Shawn, you had guys here and there that would step up to be the guy, the quarterback, the QB1. It wasn't until Cena when they finally found their next big guy, the next guy to carry and put the company on his back. The problem you run into is it became very predictable. And I'm going to be honest, like I would go weeks without watching WWE because I knew that it was like a soap opera. I could leave for 3 weeks, a month, month and a half, come back and still keep up with what's going on. And that's not good. Like
Cool.
you have to have change in story.
Yeah, and you have to have uh, like you knew who was facing Cena. Even if he got beat up, he was gonna beat them at the pay per view.
Yep. Exactly.
I mean,
Yep.
you don't even have to watch the weekly product now. If you just watch their PLEs, the pre-show literally tells you everything you need to know.
That is correct. Yep.
Say what you want about WWE, but they are very good at keeping everyone up to date.
Yeah. I mean, that's the key
They're
to
too good because they show the freaking video package 10 times in 2 hours.
it's important storytelling wise, and this is the reason why soap operas are very popular is because you have to assume and imagine that every person that's watching your product has never watched your product before. You have to come in with that same gusto, that same viewing of that you haven't seen WWE before. And so that's why they constantly remind you with video packages and segments what's going on leading to a match or leading to a segment or leading to this or leading to that. AEW does it well as well. It's important because you got to keep people on their feet, but at the same time, you also have to give people kind of a little lull of predictability. So, do we have time for one more or do we want to cut?
No, we can do.
Okay. What would the wrestling landscape look like if WCW never failed? Can Dry, you go first.
Like you look at the down, like the last couple of years
Yeah.
of WCW. It it was even though they were still getting a lot of eyes on the product. Like
Yeah.
this, I think we've asked this question on the show before, but it definitely would have. I think you have a lot more fans today.
Yeah.
Like that's what I'll say.
Yeah.
You would the fan like wrestling would be bigger than it is.
Yeah. Yeah. What about you, Joe?
I think it would have a big impact on this. Obviously, I don't think there's AEW, no ROH, or it's not as big as it is.
Mm-hmm.
There's no TNA because Jeff Jarrett probably wouldn't have left WCW to go start TNA.
Yeah. Yep.
So, yeah, I mean, there might be some of these smaller indies, and ROH may very well be one, but ROH isn't as big. I mean, AJ Styles probably doesn't become AJ Styles.
Yeah.
Because at the end of WCW, he was in WCW in the Cruiserweight Tag Team Tournament with I forget his name. But yeah, I don't think there's massive impacts if WCW is still around.
Yeah.
Like, are we saying Warner still owns it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's like
Yeah.
if they were able to get things back on track, like WWE is scared
Yeah.
because the money that Warner has.
Yeah. I think it would be vastly different. You're right. We wouldn't have AEW. We might not get the growth of New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Oh
You
yeah,
know,
I didn't
we
even
might,
talk about the Japanese.
we
side.
might not get AAA and CMLL coming into America and showcasing their product. We probably would never really imagine Progress or Rev Pro in Europe. You know, like there's a lot that hinged on WCW failing. And, where would guys like Kenny Omega, would they still be in Japan? Would they be in WWE? Like, yeah, I mean, it would be great, but it would be vastly different. You wouldn't have Osprey, Omega. I don't think you would, and if you did, they'd be on a huge stage like WWE and
Yeah, I
WCW.
think I could see them. I could see like you wouldn't have Swerve
No, you wouldn't. No, I
because
think
I
you
think
would. I think you would be in
no,
WWE.
but you wouldn't have what Swerve is now.
Yeah, you wouldn't have this Swerve. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. All right, I got one more. I want to end on a fun one. How do
What
you
did
think?
what did JFB eat for breakfast?
I had so I make this amazing. I get these local oats. I think that you'll find that most of your oats you buy in the supermarket has pesticides on it. I'm very big into eating clean right now, so I get these oats that are organic and fresh from a farm down the street, and I make overnight oats with a little bit of creme fraiche and a lot of milk,
Yep.
whole milk, lactose free because I'm lactose intolerant. And then I do blueberries and acai berries. And I love it. It fills you up. I have it first thing in the morning, usually about 6:30 when I wake up. I go for my walk. I eat my oats. I do my meditation, and then I start my day off right with a good breakfast. So, all right, how would Cornette? How would Jim Cornette book WWE if he had the following wrestlers in his stables? Hogan, the Young Bucks, John Moxley, Orange Cassidy, Omos, and Kenny Omega. It's a little fun. Kendra, you go first.
I think Young Bucks are mid card team. I don't think Kenny Omega makes it past like I don't think he even get past catering.
Yeah. He doesn't
But
make it past the squash and zucchini.
he's like, am I wrestling tonight? Have another bagel, kid. I like he doesn't use like he'll keep it to the basics and the guys that everyone knows.
Yeah. What about you, Joe?
He would have Hogan squash all of them, and this promotion would last 1/10 the time that Smoky Mountain Wrestling lasted.
My answer is pretty simple. If you want to know how Jim Cornette books, just watch Smoky Mountain Wrestling. I think the Bucks would be pretty high. I think they would be low top card, even near the middle of the A storyline. Look what he did for the Thrill Seekers with Lance Storm and Chris Jericho and Smoky Mountain. Those guys were on TV every week, and they were destroying tag teams, except for the Rock and Roll Express and the Midnight Express. But I think Kenny Omega would have a difficult time. Hogan would have a great time. Omos would be perfect for him. I'm not sure where Orange Cassidy and John Moxley would be. I think Orange would probably be a mid card at best.
I
John
think he would
Moxley,
be. I would think he'd be he'd be a comedy act like R-Truth.
yeah, yeah,
I think. I think. I think Mox would be very similar to how he was used by WWE.
yeah, yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't agree with 100% of what Jim Cornette says. But I can tell you this. The guy knows his business. The guy knows the business. outside of just being probably one of the most influential historians in wrestling, this guy knows how to. This guy knows how to move stories along, and he does a great job doing it. So I have no problem. I would love to see Jim Cornette book WWE for a while. It might start being entertaining. That's all I'm saying. All right, guys, that is the end of our show, which means now I get to tell you all kinds of cool stuff that you can do to help the show.
Before you do this, JFB,
Yes.
now we have a new podcast coming to the AFW network.
We do.
It's called Check the Gate. Now, I didn't know this is an insider filmmaker's term. Check
Yep.
the gate. I'll let you take over from here.
So back in the old days, when you used to shoot on film, you had what's called the gate. The gate is the square contraption between the camera and the lens where the film goes through. So there's two purposes for checking the gate. When you cut a scene or you yell cut, you end that scene and you're going to move on, you generally will take the cartridge out, but you want to check the gate to make sure that the film is not being superimposed and that it's back in its reel. The other purpose of checking the gate, if you've ever watched old movies and you see those little like pieces of dust and little hairs, that's why you check the gate so that you don't get that.
So you tell me on these old movies they forgot to check the gate.
Yeah. This quite frequently you sometimes forget to check the gate. I've done it multiple times where you just yell, cut, we're moving, and you move because you have to make your day. Like you can't work. You can't go over your allotment for the day because that costs money. So
this podcast is that's the title. It's about movies and films and all that sort of stuff.
television, pop culture, with all kinds of stuff in it. But we're looking at about a couple of weeks before we jump off with our first one. So we're going to cover everything. Comedies, but we're going to be really specific. We're not going to be like a broad term of comedies, like 80s teenage sex comedies, like, Porky's. Yeah,
Porky's Revenge!
That's the kind of stuff we're going to do.
Revenge of the Nerds.
I was thinking that. We totally read minds. Revenge of the Nerds was great.
All right. So if you want to help the show, the best way to do is to go all the way down below. All those links. We have links.
That's a red flag, Shane. You got one more red flag on the show.
Every Dust Dallas is not a teenage sex romp. You know what? I'm going to use my blue marker. I'm giving Shane another flag.
So he gets two.
Yeah.
Holy shit. The king is back.
Actually, it's kind of funny. I have an interesting story about Debbie Does Dallas that pertains to a vast majority of your 70s movies. So for those who don't know, Debbie Does Dallas was financed by the Gambino family, the Gambino crime family in New York. Because of the amount of money, outside of the pop culture significance of Debbie Does Dallas, it was one of the first X-rated movies to be shown in actual legitimate theaters, not adult.
Really?
Theaters. Yeah. The money that was made from Debbie Does Dallas between theater and tapes and it financed a Chinese bookie, which is by John Cassavetes. It was responsible for the French Connection with Gene Hackman. And it also is the reason why you have the movie Texas Chainsaw Massacre. 100% of that movie was financed because of Debbie Does Dallas.
Wow.
So there you go.
That's a knowledge is power right there.
Knowledge is power.
All right. So.
Also, before you do that.
Yeah.
Kimmy, red flag, you're getting one too.
Oh, that's a red flag. Yeah, that's a red flag. Whew. Red flags abound. Red flags abound. All right. So go down to the links below. One of the links, the first link, sends you to all social media sites. You go to any of those pages, connect with us, join our community, join our prediction league, interact with us, join us, get to know when we're going to be on the air, what podcast we're doing, Besides that, we have a DraftKings link. Now, college football, the NFL, hockey's getting ready to start. Baseball is getting ready to start making its march towards the postseason. Basketball is starting in a little bit. If you join DraftKings and you sign up and you make your first initial deposit, that helps the show. If you lose your initial deposit, they will give you up to $150 back in free bets. Shazam. All right. Now, Star Wars, the SW Sabres link is down below as well. Click on that. Go ahead and buy yourself a lightsaber. It helps the show. You nerds out there better start buying lightsabers or the JFB's coming down to kick some ass.
I'm also going to see if I can get a lightsaber out of this deal.
That would be great. I would love
To actually have one.
yeah, so we can show it off because the tech behind it is really cool. If you go to the website, they show you all the SW pixels that they use to create the light. It's cool as hell. It's amazing what these guys can do with metal and plastic. So, with that being said, on behalf of Canada Dry, on behalf of EVP Joe, I am the JFB.
Sometimes in life you're down. It's not always an upward spiral. It's sometimes it's down, and you have to realize that you're down, and it's okay to be down. Important thing is that you don't stay down. You have to reach out to your friends, your family, your community. Reach out to us, and we'll help pick you up, dust you off, put one foot in front of the other, raise your fist in the air, and put the devil in a sharpshooter, and just keep fighting.
I got my mic turned on and I'm ready to go. It's time for the All Effing Wrestling Show.